Simon, I'm going to ask you this question first. You do hear often people suggest maybe a solution would be to farm a rhino for their horn. Do you think this is a solution?
As soon as you start farming rhino, I think that that what you're talking about there is then opening up the trade in rhino horn, which is a whole debate in itself. But my view on that pretty basically is that we've got to draw the line somewhere, and basically what's happening is that we're getting pushed up against the wall, and we're scrambling to try and find solutions, and we're looking at this trade of rhino horn as a solution because we feel that there is no alternative, and we're kind of succumbing to the demands almost and the pressure, which I think is sad. I think that in this day and age, we should be able to come up with suitable solutions that doesn't see us having farms of rhino and having to trade in a product which has got absolutely no value to it. There is no medicinal value. It's been shown. It's not going to help you with your drinking habit or whatever the case might be, or after a party. So we're basically entertaining these ideas because we feel that we are under pressure. So I think we need to draw a line in the sand and say, we're not going to succumb to this. We're going to stand our ground and fight this for what it is. It's been done before and we've won. So we just need to do it again and kind of band it together and ensure that that happens.
So to follow on from Simon, the South African government has indicated that this is something that they're interested in having put out there. Yeah. It's not something that we feel, and in theory, one can almost understand that if there's a demand for something and a supply, then providing it could help solve the problem. Yeah. Unfortunately, in reality, it's not quite that straightforward, and we don't feel that it's a feasible solution at this point in time. Supplying legal horn would not automatically cut out the illegal supply. In fact, it could even increase it. So a large amount of money would have to be invested up front in making sure that all the necessary regulations were put in place. In order for this sale to be approved, you would have to not only identify the country that will sell it, but your consumer country that will buy it. So presumably either Vietnam or China would have to come on board, change their internal legislation, change the international legislation to set up a legal trade chain. And there's also although a lot of economists support this idea in theory, there's no real consensus on what is the best way to do it. Mm-hmm. Should horns be sold for the highest possible price? Should they be sold at a low price to flood the market? I think, as has been shown by CITES in the past, the devil is really in the detail in terms of, does this idea achieve its objectives? And there's no clear agreement on how that could be made to happen.